Hey guys,
Hey,
welcome back to our weekend podcast. This is Avi,
this is Rushan.
and today our topic for discussion is the roast culture in YouTube.
The video that we can talk about, the Carrie Minati roast video that went viral in last week, and then now it has been taken down. Was there a need for such a video? Well, I wouldn't deny it. Uh, Obviously, I've also seen his response video on, how he feels about it, and how he does not want to, his intentions are not to spoil anyone's career or something. But I think the trigger point was that you cannot really compare TikTok and YouTube. And I mean, uh, I mean, everyone is working hard, of course, and you know how it is. I mean, we are still struggling. We just started this our little thing here in the channel, and we are trying to get and get many people to watch us and stuff. So you know how difficult it is to
Yes,
gain the
yes.
subscriber base. And yeah, there you have an app where you can make a 15 to 20 seconds video. I mean, there are billions of people there, who use all kinds of stuff. So obviously you're gonna get a lot of likes and little fame, I would say. But that arrogance should not, you know
Yeah, I mean TikTok that way. I don't. Yeah, I agree to some parts of what Carrie Minati said. I mean, you can't call that content. I mean, if you call TikTok material as content, I mean, okay, I should not offend anybody, but then, like, I mean, I mean, making a 20-second video and calling it, making a transition video and calling it content material is something which, again, is a phrase for a joke. And this is something I completely agree with Carrie Minati. But again, on the other hand, I personally thought that Carrie Minati's the way he made the video. I mean, okay, is it necessary or not? Well, I mean, who am I to judge? I mean, okay, probably TikTokers, yes, that is a pain. I mean, what TikTok videos we see every day, that is a bloody pain. And the kind of cringe stuff you see, cringe-worthy stuff you see, I mean, you would want to bite yourself off. But
yes,
yeah, people are
yes.
making, and 20-second stuff gathering, it's hard to accept that shit like that is actually gathering so much of attention. And I mean, there are a lot of, I would not call TikTok videos as something called creation, because come on, like, the clock goes for 20 seconds and then the video is over.
A lot of editing
Transition
technical
skills.
skills, that you don't need when you're using an app, because it gives you, it's already, you just have to tap on the filters and effects, and then you have a ready-made template that you can use to make your video fancy, and which is a good thing. And I guess that's the main USP of TikTok. You can grow yourself and make a fan base. But the kind of the kind of videos that are coming up, and the kind of arrogance
Yeah.
these people have, with few million likes, they talk as if they are some big celeb. I agree with your point that yes, there is a roast culture. I wouldn't just completely support what everyone is doing on YouTube. There are a lot of other YouTubers who, you know, just simply roast. That's
I mean, yeah.
whole
I
channel
mean,
is
I
based on
think,
roasting.
this is something, again, I think I have a problem with. I mean, what Carrie Minati did is fine, but then, I mean, as a society also, I think we are becoming little. I mean, going on the negative side, because clapping on somebody else's insult is not really something I call okay. I mean, I'm not calling TikTok as content. I mean, it's not. But what Carrie Minati is doing is also not something which I would call what he has done. I'm just talking about what he did on that video. I mean, it's not something called content again. I mean, I can sit in front of a laptop. I have all bad things to say about anybody, and people love watching bad things. I mean, people love when somebody else abuses anyone else, and our society is like that. I mean, we love the bad things, so nobody loves anything good happening to anyone, and people love when somebody else is getting insulted on TV. So I think this is promoting more shit stuff, and I mean, this is very dangerous for YouTube creators also. I mean, this was not just insult, it was abusive, and it was, I mean, blasphemous. Obviously, when you have 10 million subscribers and there are people watching, so there are more people who are going to support you. So people will love it. But at the end of the day, you're using that subscriber base to actually, I mean, okay, TikTokers make shit content, but what Carrie Minati did also is not really that great. I personally like the video, fine, because it was entertaining. But then at the end of the day, when you close your eyes and think, was it really worth it? No, it was definitely not worth it getting
I
50
think
million views
the
in
thing
two
is that,
days. I mean,
the thing
it's
is with
ridiculous.
that amount of subscriber base, when you have a lot of people following you, there is some kind of social responsibility that you have towards the people that are watching you, because you have audience of different age groups, mostly young teenage kids who are, because his most of his videos are about the gamings, the gameplays, and
Yeah, I mean, that stuff is mostly what Carrie Minati is doing, is what PewDiePie has done over the years. In 2020, I mean, continuously addressing somebody as Beti, girl, I mean, it's pretty cringeworthy, because I mean, we are not in like 2005 anymore, and I think the entire video addressing somebody as Beti was something very abusive, which I found. I mean, it's okay to listen, and it was pretty funny then, but then it's not actually, it's not done. And otherwise also, I mean, I have seen his videos where he has taken down silly reaction videos. Those are funny, those are fine.
probably he's doing his regular stuff, and he made some roasting video about some famous or more followed TikTokers. I don't even know those
And they
names.
came back.
And then they came back with something, and
This guy
Carrie on the
actually
other
took
hand,
offense.
he got a lot of requests actually. A lot of people wrote him to make one roast video about everything that was going on around. And when he saw everything, he responded. Whatever was inside him, he responded. His video was taken down by YouTube due to its harassment policy, which was updated in 2019 December. And
Yes.
according to that harassment policy, you cannot really just post a video where you're,
I mean, you can't
giving
actually
personal stuff
pinpoint
about
on
someone.
somebody, This was, I mean, the video was fine. I mean, you cannot, like, I cannot pinpoint on you on the whole video. And I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean,
Yes, I think that
again,
was the whole point behind
I mean,
YouTube
again, in this
removing.
video, we are not, I mean, what we are doing is we are trying to have a discussion. We are not, I mean, I'm not trying to go against Carrie Minati. I mean, he has 16 million subscribers. I mean, he says something about my channel tomorrow, our channel will go down. So, I mean, obviously, we are not pinpointing at Carrie Minati. I mean, for the viewers also. But this is an example where, classic example where, with what power you have, he had 10 million followers like just before this video, and he's on 16.5 million. And obviously the video has had an impact. He has got more followers. It had 50 million likes. But I think because of this video, I think even the society, the taste of the society, I think is, personally, I would say it's not that great, because this video as a whole, it's entertaining, but it's still shit. I mean, you cannot fight cringe with cringe. I mean, you have to, he could have
Change
been
into
little
100.
more nicer, because being nice is not part of the program, but it's part of the algorithm. Because otherwise, the thing is, now what people are going to do, if this video wasn't taken down, everybody, I mean, you already have, if you type YouTube versus TikTok, I mean, obviously we are also there now, you will have a lot of reactions and discussion videos on this. But
Yes.
I mean, you can't really pinpoint at somebody and abuse straight, straight up. TikTok is shit.
No, no,
I
there are a
mean,
lot of people who are doing like some food videos and other stuff on TikTok, which is good, you know. There are some,
but
there's
TikTok
a
is shit,
certain
but then
group of
who are we to
people.
judge? I mean, if people are watching, if there is an audience, there are people, there are
Dude,
creators, there are audience.
in this world, whatever shit you create or whatever product you sell, there's
Shit
always a
sells.
consumer and there's always an audience.
At the end of the day, I think, I mean, see, the video was terrifically entertaining. But then again, I mean, am I now going to laugh at insults as well? I mean, somebody else getting slapped somewhere, is it going to be fun? Like, because this video is actually promoting, in a way, I mean, it is promoting hate also. I mean, tomorrow you show a slap on television and there are people following it. I mean, it's a very dangerous trend. I mean, this trend is not something which I would want to, I wouldn't want to show some. I mean, that's what that guy felt, and he said it. I mean, it was not an act, it was not a program, it was just his ranting to TikTokers. And I thought he could have been little more nicer in a way he presented his video. That video, I mean, there are flaws, but I completely agree with the idea at in what sense he wanted to present. But then obviously the video had its flaws. That's why I think YouTube took it down, and it was a good step, I think, personally, because again, what I said before.
Also, one of the reasons why it was taken down was because it was spreading like a fire. And I think, as he mentioned in his post, this would have been a first non-musical video to get so many
Yes,
views out of India, especially, and that's crazy. When YouTube recognizes that there is such a thing coming up, and then
correct. Yeah.
especially when it's full of hate, I guess they would respond to it. And I mean, based on they have their own reasons. It's based on harassment policy, so they had to take it down because of that. But is it going to stop him to make
Well, this
more
is
such hate?
another, I mean, going to stop? I don't
Because
think so. The roast culture which has now emerged. I mean, suddenly people already knew about it, but with Carrie Minati's this video, I mean, people have been reminded of this roast culture on YouTube. It's not funny when you are actually just making your money out of roasting somebody. And yeah, I mean, that's what I feel, and this has to be controlled somewhere. Because even nowadays, I mean, even reaction channels are actually becoming like a roast channel. I have seen few Indian reviewers as well. For I mean, it's good for comedy, it's fun, but the way they review films, they just shit all over it. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you have shit coming every day, but then, I mean, making your money out of somebody else's misery is not something which I would appreciate.
the word that's floating around here is constructive criticism. Uh,
Constructive criticism, they say.
yeah, so I think the videos, the kind of videos that are coming up, are nowhere near to constructive criticism. They're more like
They're
destructive.
outright
Uh,
outright outright reactions there.
yes, that kind of mindset might be harmful going forward. There are a good roasting shows, of course. Jeff Ross, the roasting guru, and people like his shows because they're okay. They're meant to be, disrespectful to people who are, being roasted, and then there's a good laugh, and the show is over. But now here, you're just targeting someone, and you're talking shit about someone. And I mean, when you're making a video, when you're roasting someone and you continuously do it,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's going to be a repercussion. There's going to be a follow back, a reply video, and then it never stops. You write
It's
something,
never
you
gonna
say
stop. I
something.
mean, I'm seeing people giving the reactions again. Coming back to the Kariminati situation, people giving the reactions on Instagram. Ashish Chanchlani giving his reactions. Okay, I mean, giving your reactions is fine. I mean, that they don't support TikTok and all.
So here's the thing. I mean, you know, the kind of shit that they've spoken on TikTok, the kind of stuff that they've posted, like I think the support was only for that reply to that
Yeah, yeah.
specific video. I don't think that they mean to, you know, mention this to the entire TikTok community. Here's a post of Carrie Minati that he posted on Instagram. Growing up, all I ever wanted to do was make videos and entertain people. I started making videos since I was 10. I haven't stopped since. I've given my hopes, dreams, blood, sweat, my whole life to my people on YouTube. YouTube is a
Okay.
platform where entire content is built by users and creators like myself who somehow believe they can entertain millions of people irrespective of access to resources they have. And it is hard to accept this, but this video will remain banned and won't be restored. So, of course, it won't be
Of course, I
posted
mean, it's not
again.
gonna come back. It's not gonna come
Yeah,
back.
the video had already broken several records, which is true. We were just a day away from saying that the most liked and the most popular non-music video on YouTube globally belongs to an Indian creator. But sometimes the biggest achievements become an easy target to be pulled down. Not getting enough answers can be the most disappointing situation to be in. We all, well, all I can say is it has been a very frustrating day. Thank you for your love and support you guys have shown me. Life has repeatedly taught me and reminded me today that in the end, only thing that matters to me is your love and my commitment to give that love back by entertaining and staying honest with you forever. So thank you all for being on my side. I do see you all. Obviously, he is sad that his video was taken down, and I guess he didn't expect that. I think because the way his
I
videos
mean, we
are,
didn't expect it, but I sort of expected some sort of a notice or something coming from somewhere. But yeah, I mean, a video spreading, it spread more hate than love actually, because there was more negativity. I think that is one of the reasons why YouTube would have taken it down. The, when something becomes so popular, I think it will catch the eye of the of YouTube, and probably somewhere down the line they would have realized that this is not a video which should be worthy of being there on that platform, which I think was a good decision. Maybe Carrie will realize. I mean, he would already know. I mean, he's one of the biggest YouTubers of our country, but I think he will realize that at the end of the day, again, you could offend somebody, but like, offending somebody in one line is fine. But for 20 minutes continuous,
at the end, it's not about who wins or who loses, but it's mainly about how much are you entertaining people.
how much are
So
you entertaining people? And I mean, but again, I mean, on a personal
coexist, man.
front, I mean,
Everything
TikTok
can
is shit
coexist
though. I
together,
mean,
but
TikTok is
you
shit.
cannot really say that YouTubers are no
I
one.
mean, they're not creating gold. I mean, I'm not saying that YouTube is creating gold and TikTok is only creating trash. I mean, you have probably more trash in YouTube as well. The motive of this discussion was to actually, I mean, give our thoughts on what this whole entire episode was and how the roast culture is actually has taken over or will take over YouTube in probably a couple of months or this whole year, because I think this will be a new era where I think people will actually start following Carrie Minati now. I think more channels will come up, and this roasting culture, the culture of what I call it as the insult culture, because it's not roast. I mean, I believe it's insulting somebody, and this is going to be the new normal. I think people will laugh more on insults now, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna be what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
For those people who are trying to go big, I think arrogance won't take you anywhere. So
Yes,
you
yes, very
you might
nicely,
have
correctly said.
10 million likes. You might have a few views on on some app, but that doesn't necessarily give you a right to talk shit about someone who's already established.
Goes for everyone.
People
Yeah,
are down.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I think today's discussion was more about the roasting in general, and let us know in the comment section if you do like our video, if you want us to talk something more about this topic or some other topic. Or
Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Like, comment,
yes,
and
please
subscribe.
do. We don't have millions. We have just 1,000 now, but we hope to have more numbers with more and more love. So.
Yeah, we're trying to get there. You guys tune in again next week. Thank you.
Bye.